let's make sure that you're fucking recording my fucking audio. So, I have 5 hours, 52 minutes, and 8 seconds of game recording. That should technically be more, but for some reason part of the recording is missing, and I have no idea where the hell it went. But I have that much recording time all together in one video that I now have to do post commentary for because OBS likes to disconnect my headphone and my headset. Headset is what I was intending to say. It likes to disconnect my headset, which is what my microphone goes through. And when it does that, well, obviously I have no mic. A while back, I did Aria of Sorrow for the GBA, Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. This is the sequel to Aria of Sorrow. Its name is Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. It's for the DS. I was wanting to record this shortly after doing Aria of Sorrow, but Desmume in RetroArch at the time didn't much care for the game. I'm hoping it's changed. The game plays perfectly fine. Ever since the solar eclipse of 2035, my life has never been the same. It was then that I realized that I, Soma Cruz, am the rebirth of Dracula. It was in his castle that I learned the truth, that I possessed the power to seize the souls of my enemies, that evil power almost engulfed me, but my friends pulled me from the brink. About a year has passed since then, and I thought my troubles were over. They never did fix that audio scrolling issue. Or the text scrolling issue. I'm sorry. I get dyslexic when I'm pissed off. Are you serious? If you remember Aria of Sorrow at all, you might notice that the game looks different. They went with a very anime look for all 3 of the DS games, and it doesn't work very well, in my opinion, when it's a sequel to a GBA game that had way better looking characters. Yeah, and that's when Hammer decided to... Wait, Soma, can I ask you something? Yeah, of course, Mina. What's wrong? It's been a year since it all happened, hasn't it? Yeah, just about. And what was it called? You know, the ability to use the power of monsters? I might have brought this up when doing Aria of Sorrow, but that power in that game did not have a name. They gave it a name in this game. You mean the power of dominance? I lost it when we escaped Dracula's castle, remember? Not only did they give the name Power of Dominance to it, but they also gave names to the individual soul types. I know, but it's just that I get this terrible feeling inside. It's probably nothing. Famous last words. Look, don't worry, okay? Even more famous last words. This past year, I haven't been able to use any of the powers I gained. And... Hello, Celia. You're Soma Cruz, aren't you? Yeah, and you are? You may call me Celia. But not for long. When did we learn her last name? It's only really now occurred to me that shouldn't be showing up Celia Fortner yet. I know her name is Celia Fortner, but Soma doesn't. Soma just knows that her name is Celia. We, the player, if this is the first time we ever picked up the game, would only know her name is Celia. Unless, you know, we had watched a walkthrough or Let's Play or whatever before. But not for long. Come forth, my servants. I'm putting on a slight voice. Like, slight voice differences between the characters. What? I don't think it's gonna actually properly record like that. It's probably just gonna sound stupid. Oh well. Mina, get back. Damn it, of all the worst. Fuck, I have one male voice. Soma, you back off too. Mr. Arikado. I'm also not going to be able to keep the voices the same throughout this. Genya Arikado, the Guardian? You shall not interfere. I'm pretty sure that he could just bust that barrier down. A barrier! Quick, Soma, use this! Pocket knife! Okay, now that we're done with cutscenes, I can talk a little bit more about this. And I have no idea what the hell I was talking about. So, it wasn't recording very well. It was running incredibly slowly. It seems to be running fine. I haven't gotten to any of the, like, harsh rooms, but I'm hoping that'll continue. Now, I did put this through the randomizer to change a few things. You always start with a knife and casual clothes. This is exactly what you start with in Aria 2. If you have Aria of Sorrow in the GBA slot, you can get the rare ring immediately. You start with the rare ring. I can't do GBA slot on RetroArch. And people say that the luck stat's broken. The luck stat's not broken. It just, they don't like how it works. The luck stat has a way it works. They don't like it. So when they change how the luck stat works, they call it fixing it. It's not fixing it, you're just improving it. By what you define as improving it. That being said, first off, I'm on RetroArch. I think we've established... Well, maybe we haven't. But this isn't gonna work for me. Unlike Desmume, where my mouse should be visible. If I go like that, that's where my that's where the pointer is for this touchscreen too. Instead of having this fucking out of sync pointer that RetroArch has. This game requires touchscreen normally. Hell, just to input your name is a touchscreen thing. So I got rid of that too. I have it pulled up still. Castlevania randomizer. If I remember, I'm going to put a link to this in the description. I can't put a link to the actual ROM. That might cause issues because it's the actual game and not a ROM hacked version. But if I remember, I can put the Castlevania randomizer in the description. Hold on. Maybe I can... Real quick, let's add window capture, I suppose. Doesn't look very good. Fit to screen. Yeah, it doesn't look very good, unfortunately. But I think it's like, yeah, it can be made out at least. So you get your clean ROM, your output folder, seed. Typically, you'll just click new seed for that, or not even have anything in it. Maybe, I don't know. I always just click new seed when doing this. Yeah, you can randomize progression options. Um, Surprisingly, if you click on item skill locations, that's the only time that some of these get Wallman's glyph, whatever. That's the only time that some of these become options to randomize. It's kind of weird, but without turning that on, I don't think anything is randomized. We'll see when I actually get to the first boss. That save was from right outside of it. Uh, I didn't actually fight it to get its soul. You can randomize all the enemy stuff, locations, boss locations, enemy drops and weaknesses. You can even randomize their animation speed and of course their stats. You can randomize how consumables do, or how consumable, what consumables do, how they work. So a potion normally heals 100 HP. With this on, it might subtract 200 HP. It might heal 50 mana, MP, whatever. You can randomize equipment stats, skill stats, that's what your souls do, weapon behavior. So you might have a hell, I'll take an example from a randomized ROM I already have of this. You might have a Volman way where it has, for the most part, the normal hitbox, but also has a very far RPG hitbox. Skill behavior is, I think, about the same type of thing as weapon behavior, and weapon and skill elements you can randomize. You can randomize what the shop items are going to be, as well as something new to uh, Dawn of Sorrow that wasn't in Aria, weapon synthesis. You can randomize. Difficulty settings, I didn't fuck with this. Game tweaks. Scavenger mode sucks. Its enemies never drop items, souls, or glyphs, which glyphs is for one of the other DS games. That's probably what the Wallman's glyph is that it's talking about. You have to rely on pickups to find place in the world. That doesn't sound fun. Reveal breakable walls is a thing that I could have put on, but I didn't. I'll just get the Peeping Eye Soul. Revise item descriptions. It doesn't actually work. Uh, I only left this on because I was hoping it would just tell me the item elements normally too. But nope, it only works if they're randomized, unfortunately. I didn't fuck with the reveal bestiary. I didn't fuck with unlock all modes for some reason. And I didn't remove the area names. Ignore that. I clicked always start with a rare ring because RetroArch doesn't have a GBA slot. No required touchscreen. That's why I couldn't input my name. If I was playing on Desmume instead of RetroArch's emulated Desmume, which is still a weird thing, emulating an emulator. If I was playing on actual Desmume, I would just keep the touchscreen stuff in because I could actually use the touchscreen. As is, fuck that shit. Just fuck that. Dawn of Sorrow, fix luck. It's not fixing it, it is changing it to be what they perceive as better. But I clicked it anyways because I'm going to be getting all the souls like I did in Aria, and this should make it easier. Remove slot machines is an option. That's just a waste of time option. Don't bother. Just do the goddamn slot machine, people. And new style map visuals. Apparently makes it look like I still don't understand what the doors have a hole in them and colors of better well, I understand what the colors of better contrast means. I don't understand the doors have a hole in them thing. But it makes the map in Dawn of Sorrow look like the Portrait of Ruin and Order of Ecclesia, which are the other two DS games maps. I don't see a reason to ever click it, but you can if you want to. Those are the only options I have on this actually, like, clicked. So first thing, always put your fucking attack button to not the Y button. The only time you would keep that as the Y button is if you are an insane person. Now, if you remember Aria of Sorrow, you'll notice a couple differences, besides the art itself. You couldn't do that in Aria of Sorrow until you got a soul. That didn't hit me. Well, we're already off to a fantastic start. These guys usually don't drop spears. At least not that... Fuck you, you asshat. At least not that first one doesn't usually. Because tutorial, it gives you one of every normal soul type. Soma Cruz, I shall see your demise, that is certain, using whatever means. Wait! Save your energy. You won't catch her now. Damn it. Soma, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. But that power, it returned. Arikado, what's going on? The power didn't return. It was always with you. You just never had a need for it since you fled the castle. And that set free all the souls that you had gained dominance over. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. I still have the backdash and I still have the skeleton blaze soul. So clearly, it did not set free all of the souls, because those were actual gray souls in Aria of Sorrow that you had to collect. What was it? Gravekeeper, I think, was what the backdash was for some reason. I think that's right, but I could be wrong. You mean I couldn't use the power because I was never in any danger? Anyway, who was that woman? She seemed to know you. Celia Fortner. She's the priestess of a new and rapidly growing cult. We suspected she was up to something, so we've been keeping tabs on her. Who is we? Like, I'm assuming it's, himself in that order that, the... Fuck, what is her name? The Belnades, whatever, however it's pronounced. I'm assuming it's him in whatever order that they belong to. Whatever. But why would someone like that come after Soma? They want to resurrect the Lord of Darkness. Like some sought to do with Dracula. You mean the Lord of Darkness. I guess they don't like the fact that I didn't become the Lord of Darkness. Not only that, they intend to create a new Lord by eliminating you. Eliminating? But Soma, you don't need to get any more involved with this. Let us deal with it. That woman. She said she would see my demise. Soma. Several days later. So the cult base is here. Hammer's info wasn't so iffy after all. Gahaha! You doubted my word? Hammer? What are you doing here? What? Are you dense? Who told you about this place? Wait, it was me! Well, yeah, but... Hey, you got your mind on doing something wicked, huh? I want in, buddy. God, why did I decide on this voice for him? It's hurting my throat a little bit. And again, none of it's actually going to come across in the recording, I'm willing to bet. And hey, what happened to that pretty little lady? You remember, right? You mean Yoko? She's not coming. In fact, I haven't told a soul. Well, I mean, besides Hammer. Huh? She ain't coming. Well, why not? Aw, man. Well, since I'm here, I'd better make the best of it. I guess I'm back in business and you're my customer. Hammer, look, I'm saying this for your own good. You really should leave. This motherfucker's rich already. From all of the shit, specifically, just the fucking Soul Eater ring from the first game. Can't do that, I'm afraid. I know when someone's in trouble, and I'm not just gonna leave you here. Okay, I appreciate it. I'll scope out the area and find a spot to set up shop. I've already failed his voice. See you around. I have already changed his voice, and it's still a pain on my throat. Man, why wouldn't he just tell her about this? So, I'm gonna ignore this stuff. The randomizer will always... Oh, thank God. Okay, so the randomizer will always start with this, which I will actually get. Doppelganger. You get this later, and I'll point out where you get it when we reach there. But just to save myself from having to come back here to get it at the point that we would normally have it, I'm just going to get it now. It's not anything special, it's just 2 sets of equipment. One of them is going to be your soul gathering equipment, the other is going to be your, like, boss fight equipment, basically. Then, this, it will always give you, like, 2 souls, 2 random souls, and a couple of random equipment items. I think they can sometimes be consumables, but it's pretty rare. And that's just a part of the randomizer. It will always do that. If you randomized the rooms, it would also give you a magical ticket that would send you back to your starting room. Someone, for some reason, carrying around spoiled milk and a meat strip and the 3 potions. The 3 potions make sense. The meat strip and the spoiled milk, not so much. So I'm just going to leave these here. I contemplated just getting them and not using them until I can, normally have them. Like, especially the weapons. I'm just going to leave them here. They should stay here forever. Lost Village, first area. Yeah, they just stay here forever, so. By the time I come back here, I'll probably have encountered the enemy that gives the soul. And maybe be able to actually use the chocolate and golden axe. So. If nothing else, I could just use them for, like, early money. But I'd rather not if I can avoid it. Just seems a little cheaty. Now, most of what I was actually trying to check was just that the cutscenes would play out properly. That's what the other file was. These are wargs. Axe armors. Axe armors have a couple of drops you want to get. Zombies have a different soul than they used to. And you definitely want to get a whole bunch of them. The good thing is, the rare ring does increase your luck. Warp soul. Spending some terror foes. It's not a bad soul. I like it better than skeleton, at least. Rare ring does increase your luck a little bit, so it's slightly easier to get souls as well as it increases item drop. Usually you're going to start with the knife, and the short sword is going to be your first weapon upgrade. The fact that we got the spear off of the tutorial armor knight is amazing, frankly. Huh? Those two. Oh, Soma. Yoko, Julius, what are you two doing here? Funny you should ask that. We got wind of this cult from a tip by Arikado. Okay, so the Belnades, whatever, weren't actually watching her. Who is the we? I'm investigating with Mr. Belmont. I'm sure you remember him, the hunter. Soma, please understand. If the darkness draws you in, I have no choice but to destroy you. Yes, I know. Then, there is no reason for you to be here. That's right. You're only putting yourself in danger. That Celia woman. Not only was she after me, she tried to harm Mina, too. I'm not going to stop until I find her. You're determined, I see. Then I have nothing more to say. Wait, Julius, how can you just say that? I'll be going now. Wait a second, I'm coming too. No, Yoko, you stay. We'll need a contact here, just in case. Hey, wait, you can't just... He can and he will. Somehow, jump all the way up to that top of that drawbridge. Men, they're so selfish. I bet you have no intention of going home either. Well, fine then. Here, take this. Magic Seal 1. And this is a Magic Seal. It's the touchscreen gimmick of this game. Magic Seal. The cult leader appears to create gates that draw the power of darkness. Monsters exposed to that power are said to be invincible. So how am I supposed to destroy them? That's where this Magic Seal comes in. Want to practice using it? Good, now watch... Oh, sorry. Now watch closely. Draw a figure exactly as shown. I believe the first one's, yeah, first one's simple V. Okay, now you try it. Good, that's it. Just don't forget how you did that. Normally you would have to actually do this. It is virtually impossible on emulator. It is impossible on RetroArch emulator. So that's why I got rid of the touchscreen. It changes how a couple of the other touchscreen gimmicks work, but that's the main one it changes. And I wasn't going to deal with that bullshit. If you fail to do the magic seal when it pops up, you have to, the boss regains a portion of its health bar and you have to kill it all over again. And that just keeps repeating until you finally get it right. Good, that's it. Just don't forget how you did that. Oh, and one more thing. You can practice drawing a magic seal anytime. If you're not sure how to do it, you should definitely practice. Got it. A magic seal activates on its own when it's needed. Give it a try and see. Okay now, let's go, Soma. Huh? Go where? It's a dead end here. Only Julius could get in from somewhere like this. We should go back and find a different way in. Alright, if we have to. There's no shelter from the rain and wind here either. Will you escort me? Sure, of course. Thanks, let's go. I'm gonna stop doing voices. It's bugging my throat. It's not gonna show up in the recording very well. And frankly, it's just kind of a pain in the ass. So I haven't really talked about the bottom screen. Or the top screen. The bottom screen is the big screen right now. Everything important happens on the bottom screen. And the reason for that is mostly because of having used the touch screen. Save room. Press up in front of the statue to save the game. Yep, we know how save rooms work. Yoko stayed outside for some reason. So, big screen is now the top screen. You can cycle between map and stats. So, you see we have our portrait, our name. This will always be Soma, no matter what you name your save file as. Your current level, the souls you have equipped in slot A and slot B. Your stats, your base stats, your bonus stats from souls. Yeah, it's base stats with equipment on. Your bonus stats from souls. Experience you need to level up. Gold you currently have. What number the enemy is in bestiary, the name of the enemy, portrait of it from the bestiary, their weaknesses and resistances. I believe circle means good and X means bad. Items that they can drop, number of souls you currently have of theirs, and the rarity of the soul. On the map, green means door, if you can even see that. Green means door, white means wall, red means save point, yellow means special room that we'll get into later, blue means warp room. And I think that's all the salient details about the upper screen. I know the map well enough that I'm not going to have it usually on the map, I don't think. But there are definitely times when I need it. For right now, I'm just focused on getting certain souls. And other stuff. Well, you need as many zombie souls as you can get as soon as possible. What you're really looking for in this first screen is a single zombie soul. Because similar to Aria of Sorrow, having one of the soul makes it easier to collect more of it. Which matters for more than just Headhunter in this game. Ironically, Headhunter's not even in this game. So you're looking for one each of zombie, warg, and axe armor. That way you can get more of their souls later. Easier. Game. Controller specifically. If possible, you want both of the axe armor drops. If not, you have to settle for just the zombie drop. Which is better than nothing, but not good. Getting multiple axe armor axes is insanely useful. For reasons that we'll establish later on. I do not like the spears, but they have their uses. Some. Or zombie souls, good. Warg soul. I mean, usable. I think I need it for something. No, turn around, you asshole. Zombie, good. I'm up to 3, it looks like, for zombie souls. Now, you'll drain this water later. For now, you really can't do anything with it. Oh, yeah, that is a salt wall. I thought so. Always something you need to check. For reasons. Come on, give me your goddamn soul. And your other item drop, preferably. Luckily, you get a decent amount of gold just wandering through and doing this. And of course, I should have more than enough gold for what I need to buy, just from selling prostitutes. Beyond just the obvious, get it now so you can get more later factor of getting the axe armor soul, I also actually need it for something. Specifically to make the first boss easier. It's literally, you can win this fight with your bare fists without an issue, but I don't want to go through that much hassle. It says a rarity of 1 soul. It apparently is not. You know what? We haven't shown off any souls yet. I'm not going to bother with the skeleton, because it's literally just... you do what it does. But... let's equip the axe, just because it's stronger. And I think actually slightly faster than the spear, funnily enough. So, you just saw the warg. We established the skeleton is just skeleton. Let's use a zombie soul. I showed off Armor Knight, I think. No, I didn't. I did use Armor Knight against the golem, but I was checking to make sure that it worked. No, it's not fast. But it's strong enough that its slow speed's fine. I'd used the Armor Knight against the golem in my test run. That's what it was. So yeah, it's just, you spin. And he has the same move. He doesn't do it too often usually. Golem is just raises strength. Now you might notice it says level 1 of 3, level 1 of 9, level 6 of 9. In Aria of Sorrow, all you had to do was just get the soul. However, in... Where's that? Oh, because the plus strength. That's why. In Aria, all you had to do was just get one of every soul. If you got, say, 2 axe armor souls, it wasn't going to make the axe any stronger. It would just help out Headhunter when you got Headhunter soul. However, in Dawn of Sorrow, you can have still up to a max of 9 souls, or 9 of each soul rather, and having multiple usually makes it better. Boss souls are one exception, ability souls are another exception. None of the boss souls can be upgraded by having more of them, which makes sense. None of the ability souls can be upgraded by having more of them. That makes sense. And there's also certain exceptions in just normal souls. That's more often enchant and guardian souls than it is bullet souls. But I believe even bullet souls has some exceptions. We saw Warg, Skeleton is obvious. Zombie used to make you stronger while you were poisoned, and it was an enchant soul. Now it's a bullet soul, you just summon a zombie. I mistimed this. Now it's just you summon a zombie. Or do you? Too much shit happening. Stop that. You can summon multiple zombies. That is what I was trying to show off, but they're being assholes. I ran out of MP. Oh well. They are actually surprisingly good against some of the bosses. They're not something anybody ever thinks to use, though. Because why would you? That's the flaw with axes. I didn't intend to show it off here, but that's the flaw with axes. You have to hit the head. If you don't, well, then you don't do damage. The alternative to axes, the second strongest weapon type, is the claymore type, greatswords, whatever. And those ones have the entire blade's the hitbox, as it should be. They're slightly faster, I think. And while statistically they're not quite as strong, the final weapon is far stronger than the final axe weapon. The final greatsword weapon is. For obvious reasons, if you remember Aria of Sorrow. Finally, yes, finally. Throw an axe upwards. Now, axe armor and skeleton, level 1 of 3. I don't know the exact number for it. I think it's like, once you get 5 of them, it upgrades to level 2. And when you get 9, it's maxed out. It might be like 4 and 9. But I think you have to have all 9 of the souls that you can carry to have it level 3. Warg gets stronger with every soul. Same thing with Zombie. I don't know if that means that the skeleton and axe are just inherently stronger, or what. Or it might be related to how they level up. If I recall correctly, and I haven't actually seen this in like years at this point, if I recall correctly, the axe and the bone, when you level them up, they get bigger. Whereas the zombie, I believe it's just it gets stronger. You don't get to necessarily summon more of them. It's just a strength thing. Same thing with Ward. I believe it's just it gets stronger. Quick mic test. Testing. Good. It is still recording. This is a boss door. Just to get into boss doors. Hello, Bat Soul. I'm actually going to resave it now. And if I was smart, I would have actually shown this off earlier. If you don't have the soul, or if you don't have the fucking seal required to actually seal in the boss, you cannot even open the door. You just kind of bounce off of it. And I might be able to show that off later, because I know that there is a boss door that you cannot open for a long time. For now, Yoko's gonna wait out here, and we're gonna fight a boss. This boss did not appear in Aria of Sorrow, but his soul did. I'm gonna really quickly equip this. Yeah, you can just beat him by punching. If you take damage, you're usually not paying attention in this fight. And that's why you want the axe. It's stronger than the bone, I'm pretty sure. And it hits twice. This is... Yep, that's one of the few attacks that can actually hit you with regularity. The other one that we didn't get to see is those two blades will fly out to the sides of the screen and come back, one going this way along the bottom and the other going this way along the bottom. If you just stand in the center, you can usually jump over both of them as they hit the same space in the screen as each other. Or you can just kill them fast. You did it! Using magic seals is a piece of cake. Don't be too sure. That magic seal won't be useful forever. What do you mean? They will probably prepare new and more complex patterns for magic seals. But not to worry, they'll have the magic seal patterns hidden somewhere. If they don't, the gates to the dark side will be useless. That's stupid! I get it. I won't keep holding you up as my escort anymore. I can manage now. You sure? In that case, I'll be going now. Oh, there is one more thing, though. Julius may have some new information, so come see me if you're close by. And Soma, please don't do anything reckless. Count on it. You take care too, Yoko. Get the Healy Orb. So, Flying Armor Soul. Yeah, A is always going to be my, Wander the Castle set. Whereas B is my Fighting Bosses set. They want you to use the Flying Armor Soul. You don't need it. You just jump high enough. But that's your first Claymore. Here's your first Spear. You cannot jump over that yet. Ow. Another Armor Knight. That's good. I'm going to be immediately putting that to use. Now, with the rarer souls, I don't want to do too much about grinding them yet. I'll grind them when I have the Soul Eater ring. It's not very far in the game that you can get it. One more bag. This is Yoko's place. Oh, hi, Soma. Nope, not making the joke. Not making the joke. You're going to act as Julius's contract here? Contact, not contract. Yes, there was no one living here, so I thought it'd be okay. Oh, that rough-looking guy's right across from me. What was his name again? Hammer? Yes, that's it. What is he doing here? He came to help me. Honestly, you didn't ask him to come, did you, Soma? Of course I didn't. I'm sure you wouldn't, but it's too dangerous for him to be here. Can't you tell him to leave, Soma? I told him already. He wouldn't budge. Besides, it's hopeless now, especially after someone who's not supposed to be here showed up. Huh? Well, if he wouldn't listen to you, I suppose it is hopeless. By the way, I gained a new ability. A new ability? What? So the power of dominance lets you control the souls of monsters, right? Right. So I thought I could use magic to draw the monster souls out and use them. You mean release the souls? Something like that. Of course, I would need your cooperation, Soma. And it's not something that's easy to do. So how do you plan to use these freed souls? Well, I can fuse the freed souls with a weapon, thus creating a new weapon. The souls you use will be lost, though. Can you even do that? That's rather rude of you to ask. I may not look the part, but I am considered an exceptional spellcaster. Just tell me if you need something, I'll prove it to you. Okay then. Oh, and by applying my ability, I may be able to reduce the souls used. I'm not sure if you'll need it, but just keep that in mind. You will never use that feature. It does nothing. In fact, I'm about to look it up right now to see if anybody has found a use for it. It does nothing. It is a completely worthless thing that you can do. So, may I help you with anything today? Yeah, first time you talk to her and Hammer, they automatically enter the shop thing. So, this is weapon upgrading. As you can see, I could use an Armor Knight soul to upgrade my short sword into... Hold on. Weapon type, soul needed to upgrade it, what the weapon is that you're upgrading, what it upgrades to, and the stat changes that come with it. Short sword plus Armor Knight equals Cutlass. Claymore plus Warg equals Falchion. That's why I wanted multiple Warg souls. I knew it was for at least one weapon. I couldn't remember which weapon though, specifically. Falchion plus Great Armor, Great Sword. That makes sense. We haven't encountered a rapier yet. We should be getting one soon enough. We got that free spear, and I got the earlier one from the Armor Knight too. If I recall correctly, they give you one of every weapon. I might be misremembering that. I could have sworn the Partisan took axe armor to go to halberd. I could have sworn one of the spears took axe armor. Maybe it's halberd to something else. This is wrong. This is actually wrong. Because axe was supposed to be with the axe armor to help to battle axe. I can't be misremembering this that badly. You know what? No. I don't think they do give you one of every kind. They give you one of the katana, one of the spear, one of the sword, and one of the great sword for sure. And of course, you can easily get the axe. You're about to buy punching weapons, and a lot of them. Many punching weapons. What's up, Hammer? Of all the weirdest places to set up a shop, have a look around and don't be so cheap. Yoko's in the area. I saw her earlier. She must have come after me. That's not it. God, fuck. Geez, you sure are quick to put a man down, aren't you? She's here to investigate this cult, she said. Well, whatever the case, I can tell you I'm a lot more motivated this time. Didn't you come to back me up? Anyway, look around and buy something already. You can buy potions, mind-ups, anti-venoms, uncurse, castle map 1, UMA news 1. I'll get into this later. You can buy the rapier. You can buy basically all the beginning stuff for this. What we want is all of the brass knuckles that he can carry. Or that we can carry. Another bat soul useless, basically. At least for weapons. Which, as far as I'm concerned, is the only real use of those souls. There are some souls that are good, there are many souls that are bad. Come over here, this is a Ouija table. Get this soul immediately. Always grind out that soul immediately. Because that's your first healing soul. See this chair? Ouija table. I'll explain when I get the soul. This guy, Spin Devil. God damn it, fuck you. Okay, definitely some lag. I didn't hit you, but I'll take it anyways. Over here, potion. Swapping back to this, because it's my Wander the Castle set. Jump up here. Flying armor. Celia tits. Lamp, and another exit. See this? I believe that this is actually a breakable wall later. I might be getting confused with a different one. Come on, fucking work already. Because there's a couple of rooms that are similar, but this is the zombie room. This room matters. Hit the lamp. First off, breakable wall. More money. Corn soup. None of those matter. The money matters. What actually matters is just the fact that that's your first breakable wall. And the room itself matters because this is how you're going to grind your zombie souls. Fighting these guys over and over again. That was our first yellow room. That mirror requires a soul to get to. That soul is a boss soul. However, it's not a boss you have to fight. It is a completely optional boss that you technically do need to fight. Just to beat the game, you do not need to fight that boss. To beat the game with the true ending, you have to fight that boss. Because it gives you a different boss to fight. That you have to use the first boss's soul to actually fight. I'm bad at explaining things. Just take my word for it that to get the true ending, you have to fight the optional boss for the mirror. So I currently have 5,147, 5,190, 5,247 gold. It's not enough. You need much gold. Luckily, Yoko's service is free. It just costs whatever souls you use to upgrade it. Upgrade the weapon. Hammer is going to have you spend another 300,000 at his fucking shop buying that goddamn Soul Eater ring. It's a pain in the ass, but it is what it is. I'm doing this to make a point, by the way. I've now capped out on my fucking cloth tunics. This is taking so long. Also, sometimes money just doesn't get picked up. It's weird. Good, I've now gotten all the zombies over. And I'm maxed out on my cloth tunics. So now what you do, you leave zombie room. Spinning devils especially like to slow the game down. It's really fucking pissing me off. You break every lamp you come across, because you need to for money. Now if you have the Ouija table, you would always make sure to sit. Oh, Soma, am I glad to see you? Glad. What was that man's name? Hammer? Did he try something funny? I often notice him glaring at me. I don't think he's glaring, but... Since he's a neighbor, I usually give him a smile, but he always looks away. Did I do something to upset him? No, you're imagining it. He just looks rough, so it looks like he's glaring. I'll ask him about it the next time I have the chance. You never ask him about it. You will, thank you. How may I help you today? Weapon synthesis. Brass knuckles. Zombie. Cestus crafted. Yes, this takes exactly as long as you think it does. And I'm not speeding this part up. You're gonna see what it is normally at what it is at normal speed. Stop it, game. Now you never actually do all of the brass knuckles with the zombie souls, because you always keep one to make it easier to get the rest of the souls again. Oh. Fucking bat. You see this doll? Remember this doll. I don't actually think it's anything in-game. I think it might have been from, last game that I'm thinking of it. But that doll is either a throwback or a throw forward. Soma, you came at the right time. I just got a new magazine in today, UMA News. It's about real monsters. I think it's got news about this area too. It's gotta be good. I'll buy it if I feel like it. Hey, but watch out, don't you dare read it in my shop. What he actually means is you can't read it in the buy menu. These things sell info. If you look at it for free, it's the same as stealing. Technically true. The only thing is that the front and back covers, that's fair game. It's what's inside, in between the covers, that you can't read. Otherwise, it's stealing. I know that. Okay, as long as you get that through your head. It's released every so often, so check in to see if a new issue's arrived. Okay? So, want to buy it now? No, because I already bought it. But, sell is what I'm trying to do. I already know all of the information that's in there for those. So 24,000 to sell 8 of them. To buy 8 of them, eight of the brass knuckles rather, it is 1,600. That's a pretty big additional amount. Yes, actually I did. I need to sell all my cloth tunics that I can. Hold on. Yeah. Spear to Partisan takes Armor Knight. Partisan to Halberd takes Axe Armor. What the fuck? Why is it wrong? Halberd to Lance. Lance to Trident. Lance to Trident takes Mini Devil. And the fucking Hellbore thing isn't part of Axes at all. Why is this wrong? What the fuck? This is going to be a massive pain in the ass. Because I don't have access to some of these yet. Which means I'm missing out on stronger weapons. And, more importantly, money. I'm gonna go a little bit further. By the way, I know that I've been ignoring that space, that space to the left of the village area. There's a reason for it. It's because I don't care about it. What is coming up? Oh, well, I'm thinking about it. So, I had mentioned that yellow was for a thing later. Yeah, yellow is any mirror room is going to be yellow. How long have I been recording for? Over an hour. Okay. Student Witch. There's something funny we can do with her later. I'm in the habit of basically always doing this, so Summons a kit. Yep. Yeah, she, her dress doesn't stay on her very well. Now, you might remember me saying we were going to drain the water in that one room. You hit that switch. It steals your money from you. And it activates a cutscene. I didn't hit that goddamn switch, game. And now you're back over here. That door is to a new area. Wizardry Lab. These ghosts are infinitely spawning. This is another one of the touchscreen gimmicks. You need a soul, and normally that would allow you to use the touchscreen to break all those blocks. Getting rid of touchscreen actually makes some of those puzzles a little harder, because now it's your weapon will break it, as long as your weapon is a contact weapon. Let's hit up the save point first. Yep, first couple of save points are characterized by those. That's not true, actually. I skipped over a save point. You might be able to guess where. Fuck you, you asshole. This is a bomber armor. Get his soul. I think you need it for a weapon. I never actually upgraded my spear. I forgot that when you have multiples... There we go, that's better. Slightly. I forgot, because I'm an idiot, that when you have the multiples, it'll keep it equipped. Come on, die. I really should buy a mace for these guys, I think. Money. Not as worth it as doing the zombie trick. Oh yeah, there's some definite lag in this area. I can hear it in the audio. It's still not as bad as it used to be, though. So. So that blunt sword's your first katana. Got larger. Good. Great. These guys, great. I'm searching for a very specific thing before I end off. So that's why, you know, it's been over an hour and the video's still going. Yep, back in Infinite Zombie, or Infinite fucking Ghost, rather. The Ghost Soul's very bad. It has exactly like one use, and you can't even use it in that room. This is a Manticore. He was the second boss of the first game. And here's why you need the overswing weapon. You, I believe, need his soul for one of the weapons. However, because for some reason the weapon requirements have changed, I don't know anymore. Warp Room. That's one of the reasons that I didn't much care about doing that side area yet. Because once I completed my mission here, I'll be using that warp. These guys better be the... Nope, these are the slaughter. I literally cannot fucking do it yet. I wasn't sure if these guys were the Hellbores or if the reskin was the Hellbores. The reskin's the Hellbore. Which means I'm getting fucked over by the souls not being correct. This area is fantastic for these guys. See right there? I just upgraded a partisan. I just upgraded my other spear into a partisan. Actually, I'm gonna use it for the short sword, but I'm gonna call out every single fucking one of these things that's wrong, though. And yeah, you can't get through there without double jump, I think. Or what you're actually supposed to do, because that's progression, is you get the soul that lets you destroy these blocks. Then you'll come back in here once you have that. You keep those blocks there, because that's how you get up onto this thing. But you go along the bottom, you kill all the armor knights, and you fucking die, sir. You murder all of the armor knights on the bottom. You destroy all of the... I'm gonna be one-hitting these motherfuckers when I come back, I swear. Why did the other one take 3? You kill the armor guys. Stop being assholes. He flinches from damage he shouldn't be flinching from. You break all the ice blocks, except for the platform that you need. And that's how you get through it. I'm going to be ending off the episode soon. When I come back, I will have... maybe not the full 300k. I'm probably not going to go that far, to be honest. By the way, their spears can actually hit you while you're on that upper area. This guy's spear can hit you while you're up there. So be careful of that. I will have many more souls. See? Wait, has it upgraded? No, okay. So, it might be 5. I'm gonna be... every soul that I get for the bat from now on, I'm gonna be checking that. To see when it upgrades. Because I believe that should be the same for all the souls. Oh, you do get the mace. Huh. Then where's the rapier? Because they can't give you, like, all of them but one, right? I'm still missing the rapier and I haven't gotten the punching one for free. This is all you missed. On that left side. And this is why, this is the exact reason that I didn't come here first. Was because I knew I was going to be ending off the episode here. When I come back, I will have much more money. Probably not all of the money I need for the Soul Eater ring when it becomes available, but much more money. The key thing is kind of like just check back after every boss, probably is your best bet. Let's see if I can show it off. I'm going to wait here for a bit. I will have at least the Ouija table for sure. And I will have upgraded my weapons a bit. Okay, 5 is when that upgrades. Good. Then the next upgrade should be at 9. Now, with Summon Souls... oh, cool. I believe it... with the bat, at least, you get more bats per level. I don't remember how the other Summon Souls work, to be honest. Oh. I accidentally pressed L2, which is the... oh, stupid worthless bats. Which is the close the screen button. I don't understand why that's even a thing, but... Also, this guy just did not care. Come on. You can do it. He doesn't want to do it. Fine, I'll kill you then. Rare Ring, really showing off its power in a way it usually doesn't. I might keep a list of what each thing needs. Hi Soma, do you know about a monster that can instantly switch between two weapons? Doppelganger. No, I don't. I think the monster's name was Doppelganger. If you dominate that monster's soul, it could help you in fights. You would be able to switch between two weapons to suit the situation. More specifically, it lets you switch between two soul sets. That's the actual important thing. Yeah, that sure would be helpful. So how may I help you today? Short sword, 2 cutlass. I still have it pulled up, I just need to open my phone. Give me a moment. Short sword, 2 cutlass. That's actually correct. To make the cutlass, it does require Armor Knight Soul. Cutlass to longsword, that is correct. It does take Corpse Sweep. We won't be able to make this one yet because I haven't encountered Corpse Sweep. And I'm not going to go further. What you see on the map, that's only as far as I'm going to range when it comes to doing my grinding. Falchion to Great Armor, we haven't encountered that yet, but that I believe was correct. Yes, Falchion to Great Sword is Great Armor. I might buy a Rapier. Yeah. I'll check if any of the souls I'm getting can be used on it before I decide to. No, I don't believe that any of my Rapier ones can actually be made yet, so I might hold off on that. That Partisan is supposed to be an Axe Armor Soul to Halberd. That's supposed to be an Axe Armor Soul for the Axe to Battle Axe. The Mace's Needles, I do remember this. And then I believe I remember that Morgenstern to upgrade to the final hammer. There's only 3 hammers in this game. You actually need to upgrade it for one of the... I guess you could call it a secret. You would need to actually upgrade a mace all the way to max. Morgenstern should take an enemy called the Bugbear. You should take that soul. I think this is correct. Battle Axe 2, the next stage, is what takes the Manticore Soul. So that's why I said get the Manticore Soul. Yeah, I'm right. It is Bugbear. Okay, Blunt Sword to Katana is indeed Bomber Armor. Katana to its next stage takes Mini Devil. Or it's supposed to, at least. Brass Knuckles to Cestus takes Zombie. Cestus to its next stage actually takes Slaughterer. So I'll probably make some of those and sell them off. But obviously I'll also be... Fucking cunt! I'm also obviously going to be a lot higher of a level after doing all that grinding. That's going to be it though for this episode. Have a good one.